Hi, welcome to the Social Spaces, the talk show all about Wichita Falls. That's all it's about. Not Texas and the whole wide world. I don't want to say that. Yeah?
I'm confused when you do stuff like this because we're rolling and you don't take it serious.
You're trying to have a natural conversation.
And I don't. You throw me off.
One time, Megan has nothing to say. I'm Eric Crossland. Here's my lower third. Over there, data scientist Megan January, sitting in for Jackie. This is our 100th show, so we're rotating in all the hosts.
Yes.
In case you didn't know that.
Can you believe that we made it to 100?
100 shows. Andrew Bell. Yeah. Well, we started ignoring COVID protocols about week 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
But hey, remember COVID? It's gone now. To my right, Jana Schmader, Director of Development. What's your title over there?
Director of Development.
Director of Things. Executive Director, Downtown Development.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You were close.
And the reason we have her here for our 100th show, because of course she's our 5-timer, guys.
Yes.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you.
Just you're widening your lead over the next down.
Yeah, I think it's Yvonne.
It might be.
And I like to compete with her anytime I can.
You've been on since the last time you were on. We haven't gotten Yvonne on yet. Real quick, Channel 6, that's one of our sponsors, News Channel 6. We are here at 10:35 every Sunday. Our audio partners, Townsquare Media. You can hear us on NewsTalk 1290, 10 a.m. on Saturdays, and Impact Signs at Falls Truck Center. Tanya and Sean Choate. Okay, got a lot of things to talk about, Jana.
I do.
We haven't had St. Patrick's Day festivals for 2 years.
Since
I
2019.
still remember the live
crazy.
press conference. A tear in your eye when we had to cancel due to COVID, because that was right when it was heating up 2 years ago, and then you didn't have it last year. Now it's not the whole festival. We're doing like a block party.
Yeah, so it's just a modified version. We're in the same boat as everyone else and trying to grow things back and manage what we can and be, respective of businesses and volunteers. And so it's just a modified version. So it's just scaled down. So it's the hub of it is at 8th and Indiana, March 12th. It starts at 1, it'll end at 7, and we really did that so that you can go to Farmers Market that morning. Farmers Market ends at 1, come on down to the festival, and then you can still, when it's over, go patronize those downtown businesses. So we're kind of in that sweet spot of the middle.
Parking lot right west of the Holt.
Yes, so we're right in that intersection at 8th and Indiana. So stage will go right on that star. Yeah. We still have our traditional things like a kids area. Of course, St. Patrick's is a music festival. Yeah. So the block party will have 3 bands on the outside stage. And then starting at 7:30, they'll have inside bands inside Iron Horse Pub like normal.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it's still all those fun things you love about St. Pat's. It's just a little smaller version.
Yeah, we'll see. You can't control. It might be large.
Weather looks good right now, so that's
nice
a
out
plus.
there, y'all.
Yes.
And then after that, one of my favorites, oh my gosh, Cajun Fest.
Cajun Fest. So Cajun Fest is not a modified version. It's a normal, full-blown festival. So
and that backs right up to our right.
it does. It's right out your door.
Yeah.
So that'll be normal. It's on May 14th this year. So we have a little bit of time before we get there, but we already are starting the plans and the committee's engaged, and so that will be another huge one in downtown.
And what kind of food is served at Cajun Fest?
So our main thing is we sponsor the crawfish tent. So you have that, you have etouffee, boudin, red beans and rice, you name it. If it's Cajun, it's there.
Awesome.
We have a lot of our local food trucks that will kind of alter their menus even for the day. And Stone Oven's done crawfish pizza, and so a lot of them just kind of get creative. We might have a beignet bus coming.
Ooh.
Cool.
Yeah, we had it here a couple years ago, and I don't think I ever left it.
Is there going to be a crawfish eating festival? I mean, a contest again?
There will be a crawfish eating.
Oh.
Came in dead last year.
Did you?
Did
How
you
many?
really
It was
do
bad.
No, I
Do
just
we-
took my time and ate it.
do
I
we-
enjoyed it. Everyone else was
Of
scarfing theirs down. It was my
course you would.
lunch.
Do we have video of that?
Yes, we do.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. So we'll have live music, huge kids area, all of that going on at Cajun Fest as well. So
Heck yeah. And when's that?
May 14th.
Oh, it's
Don't
all
y'all
coming up.
usually have like alligators?
We
too?
haven't had them since COVID, so I haven't
That's
checked on
always
that.
interesting.
Alligator
It is,
wrestler.
yeah.
Wrestler.
Yeah,
I know. I'm so scared of alligators.
I wouldn't mess with those things.
No.
they're docile, but they're still alligators.
Yeah.
So, Jana, one of my favorite things that's coming back is the art walk. Can you talk a little bit about that and kind of?
Yes.
I know that gains popularity every year, and so My wife and I enjoy it with the kids, and so
Busiest I've ever seen it downtown was one of last year's art walks.
Oh, absolutely. And a lot of our businesses will tell us that it's their busiest night of the month, which is why we're so proud to do it. You know, it's part of our mission to support them. But Art Walk will kick off again April 7th. So it's first Thursday of the month from 5:30 to 9, April through October. So I always tell people it's just such a cool experience to come down, not only support the arts community, but there's something to do for everyone. We'll have live music, live performances, kids activities. You can stroll the streets. Of course, please eat, get your drinks to go, you know, whatever you want to do. Stroll those sidewalks and check out what we have to offer. So those are always one of my favorite things.
Yeah, it's basically a monthly festival. You don't have to buy art if it's not what you're into, but buy art, local art, if you can, for sure.
Well, and you get to explore all the new things. Like we have a lot of new places that are open that I don't think people really even.
I'll throw some axes. The speakeasy's open now.
I like the direction downtown's going, so it's exciting to see.
And that's such a great opportunity. I always tell people the greatest way to learn about downtown is to get out of your car and walk. And, you know, you might not discover a new business, but you might discover a new piece of architecture that you didn't know. And it's just the greatest way to study actually what's going on down here. There's a lot more than people think. For all of you who still think downtown is dead.
No, it's not. And,
It's not.
And there's free parking everywhere.
Everywhere.
You can just park almost anywhere you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I noticed that you have something in your lap,
Yes.
new publication. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so this is our Downtown Business Guide that we just launched. It's a product of the Board of Directors for Downtown Development, and it came out of an exercise that we actually did with you guys here at Hoegger Communication. So it was just, you know, better defining our organization as we've evolved over the last 20 years. And so we put this together, and our simple goal is to have something that we could pass out to prospective investors or developers or any of our current businesses about what we do, who we are, all of our services. It includes everything about our events, downtown growth data for, you know, people looking to invest. It includes a who to call section for the city, so that if your street light is out at 2 a.m., you stop calling me at 2 a.m. and you call this number.
Use the city's app too. That's
Yeah, and just good things to know. There's a lot of little details about downtown that a lot of people don't know when they're investing down here. So who's responsible for the sidewalks? Who's responsible for the streets?
Yeah.
If I need incentive packages, of course, we put those together as your consultants. But, you know, just a lot of good general information. Then, of course, we're a membership organization, so all of our membership information. But this is my marketing director, Jeanette's baby.
Yeah, it looks great. She did a great job.
really
What was
good.
that? Brand discovery? Is that what we do here?
Yes.
Hey, come get your own brand discovery and get something cool out of it like that too.
Endorsement.
Well, yeah, really glad that you guys liked that service that we provide here. And real quick, Jana, we're about out of time, but I saw Becky Reiki and Mario Ramirez and everybody just fly by on scooters outside. So, we're going to have the GOAT launch?
Yes,
Downtown
so
rentable scooters?
GOAT scooters are coming to downtown. It was approved through City Council.
And are they all the little white ones we see?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm on the black one.
okay.
So
Watch out for the dark side.
harass the ones on the white one.
So it's a really cool program. If you've been to any other city where they have their personal mobility devices. And so there's 7 different docking stations that'll be popping up all over downtown. And then, we're launching the program next weekend at St. Pat's. The mayor will be doing an inaugural ride with us through downtown.
Cool.
So if you see Mayor Santiana somewhere on a scooter.
I know you don't have
on
to wear a
purpose.
helmet. Put a helmet on.
Yes, safety first,
Put a
guys.
helmet on. There's no law. Take it from someone who's been riding these things downtown.
Bubble wrap, elbow pads, knee pads, all of the above. So it's a really exciting thing. It's one of, the progressive things that a lot of cities are doing. I know we've had a lot of questions about, scooter litter or how we kind of manage the program, and the company will be managing it. But they've worked out a lot of things to prevent that. So it's a guy from here. He's actually a teacher at Old High, so he's a local, and he's just been a really big advocate for downtown. So we're excited to do that.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Maybe we can take some lunch break and
that'd be a
scoot
lot of fun.
downtown.
Yeah,
as a
come
team. That would be fun.
race Andrew while he's running at noon. All right, well, thank you so much for being here,
you're
Jana.
welcome.
So up next, we're going to have Gene Wheeler. He's going to tell you all
I don't know if you were
about-
looking at me to sing, but that's not what I do. I'm not,
We're going to have Gene Wheeler up next. Because it's the 100th show, we're going to get everyone on the show. We're going to kick you guys out. So before we even turn off the cameras. Go ahead, just leave, guys. No, I'm kidding. We're going to get Emily in here. We're going to get Jackie in here. And then make sure you stay tuned to the very last segment because we're going to show off. We did win a whole bunch of Addies, Advertisement Awards, and we're going to show you a bunch of clips from all of our Addie Award-winning videos that we have.
All right.
So there you go. All right, we'll be up with Gene Wheeler next. Thank you.
Four incredible radio stations. That's who we are. We are Townsquare Media, and we bring the best of radio to the North Texas area. Wake up early with NewsTalk 1290. That's us. How about Kelly Raspberry on 92.9 NIN? Yep, that's us. Bringing you the best of country with 102.3 The Bull. That's us. And rocking it all day long with 106.3 The Buzz. That's us. We are Townsquare Media, and we're proud to be a sponsor of the social space.
Hi, welcome back to the Social Space 100th episode.
100.
Can't believe it. Can't
I
believe
think we kicked Andrew out on this section.
Yeah, he almost made it to 100.
He almost did. We kicked him out and
Yeah. He was here last segment. He'll be back next segment.
Yeah.
It's weird. We change clothes. It's like the Oscars. Jackie Hoegger over there. Emily Shaver joining us for once. What's your for twice? This is your second time.
Yes.
What's
Second
your title up here, Emily?
It's just a guest.
Oh,
So,
but
yeah.
a Hager.
Oh, at Haegger, media buyer.
Media buyer.
we-
Wow,
she's
that
way
sounds
more than a
exciting.
media buyer.
Okay.
Let
Way
me just
more
tell you.
media buyer plus.
Plus,
And
yes.
to my right, representing his namesake, Gene Wheeler. Gene Wheeler,
Yay!
authorized coin dealer. Thanks for being
Hi,
here.
Gene.
Yes.
Yes, Gene. Tell us a little bit how you got into the coin biz.
Well, actually, I'd been collecting coins for a number of years, and an elderly gentleman moved to Seymour who was a coin dealer, married a young lady there, and after a few years of us having conversations together, one day he asked me to go with him to a coin show in Oklahoma City to help him because his health was failing and he needed a little help. So I went with him. And I wasn't at the coin show 30 minutes till I knew that's what I wanted to do the rest of my life.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Anyway, so I helped him for a while and worked with him to learn the nuances of the business. And unfortunately, he passed on, and I ended up buying his family estate, and that propelled me into the business of where I am today. And I do shows. You know, I was for a while doing shows all over the United States. I'd do about 45 shows a year, and I'd be East Coast to West Coast, and it worked out. It's worked out great. It's been a great time.
Awesome.
You know, Gene, you've taught our office a whole lot about gold and silver over the years that we've gotten to work with you. And every time you come in and we sit at the conference table and we discuss, I learn just a little bit more. But one thing I asked you this week was, now that we're in, you know, an era of some inflation that seems to be going up and up, how is that affecting the gold and silver business?
Well, our paper money that we have has only been around for about 150 years. It has been used as a monetary system for over 2,000 years. So it is the basic staple of all monetary systems. So as our dollar decreases in value, the price of gold and silver goes up dramatically. To give you an example, in the mid-'70s, gold was trading at about $80 an ounce. And when Jimmy Carter took over, we had a series of inflationary, we had gas lines, food shortages, just like where we are right now.
Yep.
Gold was $80 an ounce. When he went out 4 years later, it was $880 an ounce.
Wow. And how does that compare today?
Okay, same scenario. Gold is trading, I'm going to use round figures, around $2,000 an ounce. If that same scenario presents itself over the next 3 years, gold will go to $20,000 to $22,000 an ounce.
So that's interesting to me. So how important is it to maybe think about having gold and silver in your financial portfolio?
Well, most of the experts recommend that you have 20 to 25% of whatever your net worth is in hard assets. Now, some people put it in land or
Sure.
a home or collectibles, that sort of thing. But most people buy gold and silver. And to give you an example, the paper money that we had in 1960 would buy 5 gallons of gasoline. At the same time in 1960, you could go to the bank and get a silver dollar. That silver dollar would buy 5 gallons of gasoline. But that paper money today will only buy a third of a tank of fuel. That silver dollar will buy 10 gallons of gasoline.
Wow.
That's what
Wow.
inflation is. Most people have no idea how much value they're losing in their money because of the deflation of our currency. And we're entering into a situation over the next few years that you could see some extraordinary moves, because it's going to be not only affected by our currencies, but the currencies of the world. And there are a lot of economic individuals that are looking at the situation right now and seeing that there's a great potential for gold and silver.
Gene, with the bit of information you've shared with us, there's probably a lot of families out there, or kids my age, who know that their parents or grandparents may have that shoebox in the top of a
Right.
closet, and they get it down maybe when they're cleaning out or they've lost a loved one, and they find that shoebox. What is the first thing that they should do?
Well, it depends on if they're knowledgeable about coins or not. If they're not knowledgeable, they need to find a professional that can give them the advice on what the value of what they have. Then they can make the decision whether they want to sell it or keep it or pass it on to the next generation. I do appraisal work as well as buying and selling. So, but the main thing is knowledge. You've got to know what you have in order to make the right kind of decisions. And you may have a coin that's very, very valuable that you have no idea what the value of it is. And if you pass it on to someone or allow someone to purchase it for some nominal fee, then you lose the benefits of it. On the other hand, if you have coins that are just what we call face value, then I share that information with you and you can go buy a pizza with it or whatever you want to, and that type of money. But if you've got a collectible item, it's important that you know and trust someone that has the expertise to tell you what the value of that coin or piece of currency is.
So, Gene, if someone's watching and they do have this shoebox, how do they get a hold of you?
Well, they can call me on my cell phone. I have an office in town. I do everything by appointment only for security reasons, but call me and give me a general idea what they have, and I can tell them what we need to do and set up an appointment. I can do appraisal work for them, or I can purchase the collection. And if someone is looking to start a collection, I'm able to provide the inventory that they're looking for to do that.
So you're here to service the public by purchasing gold and silver or selling
Yes.
gold and silver, or finding what they have
Yes.
and seeing what it's worth.
Right.
Okay. Well, there you go.
That's
I think
amazing.
Gene Wheeler is the coin master
Yes.
of all. Thank you, Gene, for sharing all your wisdom with us.
Thank you.
You know?
Yeah, and real quick, Gene, we just won a bunch of awards. How much is this coin worth right here? This is a gold Addy right here. Is that worth anything? That's a no. All right. All right, well, we appreciate you for
Yes,
being here,
thank you,
Gene,
Gene.
number one gold. And you guys make sure you stick with us for 100 more episodes.
I hope so.
Yeah,
we
we'll see.
enjoy doing them, and I love it when people stop us and say, keep telling those great stories and letting us know what's going on. So thank you to the viewers first.
Yes.
And thank you to those who find us online, and thank you for those who reach out and want to be on the show. As long as there's a demand, we'll keep doing it.
Okay, there you
Yes.
go. All right, well, we'll see you guys
it.
next week. Thanks, Gene.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gene, that was awesome.
summer. Always seems like it'll last forever. Until it doesn't. Yeah, I guess it's that time of year again. Don't be caught off guard. Get ahead of the problem. Let James Lane make sure your unit's ready for 90 one day and 30 the next. Be ready for anything and everything with James Lane Air Conditioning and Plumbing. When you need us, we're there.
The 2022 Chevy Silverado Custom is hard to keep in stock, but 4 Stars Auto Ranch has more on the way. If you come in today, you can get your name on the list, and a well-qualified buyer through GM Financial can get 0% financing. Stake your claim and find new roads with a free initial diagnostic check from 4 Stars Auto Ranch. Make the switch like I did. Drive off in your brand new Chevy Silverado from 4 Stars Auto Ranch in Henrietta, Texas.
Experience commitment here at 4 Stars Auto.
You want something to eat? Do your job. Somebody gets in the way, kill them. I throw the M16 down and I start throwing hand grenades whenever time I see a peripheral, anything that moves. The last hand grenade leaves my hand. There's nothing. And all of a sudden, I look up in the horizon, and there's the Cobra warship. The Cobra warship, I can see it. I know how it operates. When it tips like that, it's fixing to unload everything. And then
Yeah, so I'm a finalist for the Remodeler's Advantage Impact Award. Do I deserve it? Well, deserve is a strong word. Yes.
Construction, how can I help you? I'm sorry, he's currently in a meeting right now. Can I take a message?
Yeah, we've got a great team. I love everybody here. I like to give them freedom to do their best work and space. I like to encourage and support them so that they can do everything that they want to do.
Working with Jeremy has been, you want me to say a word or just, he's creative. Tall, courageous, and bold. Jeremy is ambitious, a very tall leader. What's that say?
This is like kind of out of my comfort zone. Y'all probably didn't catch any of this.
We're rolling.
Oh.
I can't read that one.
Yeah, I'm humble. I'm like the most humble guy I know. Anybody wants to argue with me, they're wrong.
Humble.
He's a thoughtful boss, lets us get our work done, gives us our space, little distractions.
Ow! Johnny, that really hurt!
To get the best work done in a day, I need complete silence and no distractions. And sometimes that could be difficult working around Jeremy. Other than that, I love it.
RA, on a serious note, thank you so much for nominating me as an Impact Award finalist. To my friends at Velocity, you challenge and encourage me, and I appreciate you more than you know. And to our team at Axis Construction, you inspire me to be better every day. Thank you.
Hey, can I help you? Actually, yeah. I'm sorry, who are you? I'm you. From the future. Why are you covered in dirt? Ugh. Did you do that to my yard? Look, I can control what time I go to, just not quite where I land. You couldn't have aimed for the sidewalk? You're gonna move soon anyways, it's not that big of a deal. What? Look, we can't talk here. Follow me. Listen, I came here to tell you 3 things, and these 3 things are gonna get us through the next 30 years of our lives. So listen close. Number 1, invent a website called Facebook. Facebook? We've had that for like 15 years. Oh, dang it. I have to go back further for that one. Okay, number 2, do not invest in potato brick. Potato brick? I know, it's gonna break our husband's heart, but don't do it. Number 3, and this is the most important of all, open up a Benjamin Builder account. Benjamin Builder, like investments? Look, we're paying for daycare. We just bought a minivan. Don't you have to have a lot of money in savings before you start to invest? Not at all. Just listen. Okay, for example, let's take a look at age 25 versus age 35. A 10-year difference might not seem like a lot, but hear me out. Each month, your 25-year-old self sets aside $500 for retirement. Assuming we are working with an 8% annual rate of return, by age 65, you would have an estimated $1,745,000 at retirement. Let's take the same numbers and apply it to your 35-year-old self. You set aside the same $500 and continue this each month until you retire.